Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh, ladies and gentlemen. So, in this video, we're going to show you ways on managing or analyzing to catch a specific spike using a spike detector or using trading tools indicators to assist you with your technical analysis as second confirmation, right? So, for example, this trade first entry is 4586, second entry is over here, and now we got a sell confirmation that okay, look here, you could probably see a spike happening because it gave you a sell. Cool. The reason we got in was on a high time frame. It wasn't really a retest. So your 4 hour, we got in merely that we could see some exhaustion maybe on this daily candle. Okay. 1,000 was a pair that we missed when it did make a decent spike up yesterday, came back down. So we're getting in on the pace of this 4 hour here, seeing that there could be some potential push to the upside. Right, we have our fib drawn out. See that it came and tested the 61.8. It's now currently at 38.2. So yes, the probability that within the next 37 minutes we could see a decent spike, either closing to the zero or even it's coming to the minus 27.0. But that's the reason why we're getting in. So right now, the one trade and this one, we have two positions in, one position, two positions. The reason being is higher time frames, candle exhaustion. So remember, there's only so much a market can go up and the market can go down. As well as there was many other times that you could have gotten in on a sell or different pairs that you could have traded and caught spikes, whatever the case may be. But overall, out of the pairs that I decided to trade, it was boom 1000 and crash 500 because the probability was leaning a bit more there on the basis of, I don't know if this weekly is going to open up now, but today's the last day for the week trading crash and boom or synthetic indices. 2 o'clock tomorrow, then the new weekly candle will open up. So this was a pair that we obviously monitored, traded throughout the entire week, whatever the case may be. And this is why we are more inclined to go through to this pair than I didn't get the signal here. This wasn't a pair I was looking to trade. Crash 1000, not looking to trade. Boom 300, not looking to trade. On the basis that it's very high, I want to get an entry that is going to be on boom 1000 a lot lower than where it is. For example, boom 1000 yesterday, it was at the 38.2 rejection, and even though it did spike, I would have wanted it to be a bit lower down before I would have entered in or gotten in on that spike. So this pair again, however, it dropped down on the higher time frame past where I would have entered in yesterday, and it still met the conditions and gave me a spike detector. So that is the reason why I'm getting in on this specific trade. Yeah, and Fibonacci tool always be a good confluence tool. Can show you your reversal zones, can show you take profits, stop loss zones, etc. Give you some sort of structure, and then you have your different trading tools that you can use to assist you. Ichimoku Cloud is actually a good indicator no matter what way you trade because it's known as a trend indicator. So yeah, it just helps you identify the trend. Can be the same as your moving averages or whatever the case may be. But yeah, that is about it. So there's about a couple of minutes left. We'll let this run and see how it actually turns out in the next 35 minutes. Okay, so now that it hasn't spiked, baby spike didn't go in really in profit, it's coming to the 61.8. So now what we will do is then leverage another position over here, and we're getting another buy confirmation. Let's check crash 500, still over here, didn't really go into profit yet. Still about another, let's say, 23 minutes left, so we just check it out. Didn't need to leverage another position yet, just played around for the past 15 minutes over here. So if it pushes up for like maybe another 10 minutes, and just before the 4 hour candle closes, probably leverage a loss position either for like a break even or lesser loss opportunity. Um, and then we'll just check how boom 1000 plays out also. Okay then, so crash 500, as you can see, we essentially this would be profit opportunity. Boom 1000 didn't spike 38.2, didn't spike at 61.8, about 510, almost going for 15 minutes, and there is about 7 minutes left. So I would leverage a loss position on this specific pair. It is by the 78.6. Just see how. Okay, so here we go. That's your three entries. The hour does look funky, I'm not gonna lie. Break of structure, but we should see some exhaustion either on this 4 hour candle in the next 6 minutes or on the open of the new 4 hour candle. So yes, the probability was it obviously spiking before the 4 hour candle closes. However, it's a probability. So essentially, now that it hasn't spiked, you obviously have to rearrange your analysis based on the data that you're currently receiving from when you did the trade. Um, so that's why we would still hold that specific trade and not cut losses yet because it's still respecting. This one I wouldn't necessarily close right now because it's at a very good point and I would actually keep it open. And then if we spike down, we'll close the first position. Where's my mouse? I'll close this position over here and then hold this position over here because it is very high. This is your daily. Don't know why the weekly doesn't want to load up, but yeah. And boom, 1000, 1, 2, 3 positions. And if we get one spike, for example, that covers or touches the first entry will close, and I'll just keep the bottom two entries open. And then we get another spike, I'll close the second one and keep the last one open. Bear in mind you are using a bit of bigger lot sizes, so depending on your account size, yes you can hold, but sometimes it'd be better just to accommodate for in the event that it does push down and stuff like that. So now I'll just give it about another couple of hours to see how it turns out. Alright, ladies and gentlemen, so boom 1000 essentially 1 2. So this spike here, this one spike already puts you from whatever loss you were in, you were at a break even position. One entry is in profit, other entry is in a break even, and the other entry is in a loss. Crash 500, as you can see, it's still playing in the zones. So yeah, 4 hour candle just opened up now. So yes, so obviously boom 1000 is a bit of a hype. If you bet one lot size, you have a decent drawdown about like $130, or just a bit more 120. But then one spike and you were at a break even opportunity. So obviously if your account size wasn't big enough to maybe you weren't comfortable with your drawdown, you have the opportunity to break even after one candle. Just one candle. You're done. Right? You still holding your one entry from here, and you're good to go. You know what I mean? Um, there was other spikes you could have caught, different pairs. Just showing you, for example, how you can break it down. You don't have to trade all the spikes or all the pairs. You know, you open in whatever session you're gonna trade. I usually break it down into certain sessions, and then you just trade those pairs or see which ones you think that would have a better probability for you to actually in on them. And I'm still gonna hold this one for like one more spike, and then I'll actually in the video this one for one more spike once it clears past this entry over here. Alrighty then, so it's 68 minutes past. So yes, one entry, two entry, both entries are essentially in profit, leaving this one in a minus, leaving you still in a profit opportunity. Over here still going, but I'm just advising you. So yeah, might make another video later. It's probably gonna take its time to play out, but as you can see within the course of this 10-minute video, you had a profit opportunity to close. in profit and a profit opportunity to close in profit. Two trades, you want both trades regardless of your drawdown, and you're good to go. Yeah, you can hold for bigger targets and still commentate. Those are all the different ways that you can manage it. But just to make it in a nutshell, that would be the two trades that essentially I would have taken for the day and I could have been done for right now. Let's still have a look later. These different moves, for example, I'll just make a quick one on this one here. Right here, it is at a decent point. I wouldn't really enter in at any pairs right now. I'll give the market its time to play out a bit and then maybe have a look again later. Yeah, anyway, peace in the Middle East. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.